Oh, that's nice. Right, it's 7 o'clock, I think. I will just clean my glasses while I wait for some of you to come in. Oh, we've got somebody here. Hello, whoever you are. I can't see because I haven't got my glasses on. But hello, happy Tuesday. It's been a very busy day again for me. Don't know why my glasses get so dirty. It's not as if I go anywhere. That's better. Right, we've got a few of you in. Hiya, Valerie. Hiya, Jill, Jill, Valerie, another Valerie. We've got a lot of Valeries, haven't we? Hiya, Jean, Yvonne, Sandy and Susu. Hiya, another Valerie. How many Valeries have we got? Got a few. Right, here we are, a week before Christmas, and oh, I'm not ready. Don't know if you are, but I'm not. Nowhere near. I'm still doing a lot of things for Christmas. But the good, hiya Jean, hi Jude. The good thing about doing these is it makes me carry on sewing till at least 7 o'clock, and then I can get something done while I'm speaking to you. And I do enjoy your company, so I appreciate you tuning in. I'm sure it's a bit of a break for you lot as well, but I've got to really enjoy it. Everybody is well, Jill, thank you. Hi Mum, how are you doing? How's Dave's remote control holder? I hope it's helping a little bit. My stepdad Dave's got problems. He's waiting for a hip replacement, and with the COVID he's struggling a bit, and he's not going to get it for the foreseeable future. So I made him Beryl, your alarm's just gone off, bless you. I've made him a remote control holder to go on his chair, so he doesn't have to bend down to pick it up. I know what the pain's like from hips. It's awful. I am keeping well, thank you, Heather. I'm very tired, but I'm doing all right. Helen Ryan says, hello, everyone. Hiya, Sharon. I had a lovely day with Sharon on Sunday. In fact, I'll tell you what we did. We tried doing Zoom, and Sharon's a lot more technical than me. And we could get it working, but for some reason, the signal just isn't as good on Zoom. Forgot to tell you, Hayley is... Oh, we got another one in the family. Oh, well, congratulations, Hayley. I know you're not watching, but I will tell our David when I see you. That's my niece expecting, so that's lovely. Yeah, we decided to do a class because we were both a bit fed up of this COVID. Hello, Alex. Sorry, I missed that one. Hi, Angie. That's my sister. Hi, Dawn. So we decided to do a Messenger class, and we did the Pincushion by Sally Ann. What's her surname, Sharon? I can't remember. Hi, Aileen. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Aileen. So yeah, we did this, and we had a really, really enjoyable day. And it's got lovely little holly on there. I've stuck all my silicone head pins in because I thought it deserved some nice pins. So I'm really happy with that, and I really enjoyed doing it. So thank you, Sharon. Right, first of all, I forgot. I've done my trick again, and my next Ochanda day is not the 20th, it's the 22nd at 11 and 2, which is next Tuesday. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be when I come back, whether I'm going to be back on time, whether I'm going to do one. So this may be the last one of, not of 2020, because there is one in between Christmas and New Year. So I will do that one in between Christmas and New Year. Not sure what date that's on, but if I don't, what are the pins again? Oh, Beryl, they are the magic pins. That's what they're called. They're very fine, and they've got silicone end on, which means basically you can go over them with your iron, and it's not going to melt the pins. But they're very nice pins, very sharp and very fine, and they're just really nice to use. I really enjoy using those. They're called magic pins. So right, cheers everyone. I've got a rum and coke tonight. So yes, I don't think I'm going to be on next week. So if I am going to be, if I decide I'm back on time, I will let you know. I'll put it on Facebook, and obviously I'll see you then. If not, is it flickering? It's not from here. And the signal's okay, Kaylee. So is anybody else seeing it flickering? If so, let me know. I have got you at the other side of the table. I'm going to try that, see if I can sew from that side, because I don't like keep moving you. Paula says good evening, Ali and all. Thank you, Paula. Good evening to you. So yes, I will try and find out what date the one is in between, but I will be doing that one. Meanwhile, right, sprouts has to be done. Hiya Joyce, I am going to make some sprout masks. So Mum, Angie, if you want one, put your order in. There is some sprout masks coming. It's got to be done for Christmas. We've got to have them. Jeans is okay. Jude says no. Maybe it's your connection, Kaylee. Everybody else says it's not flickering. Sue says it's not flickering. Pauline James. Hi Pauline. Hi Kath. So right, yes, so I got this off eBay and I shared it with my daughter. My daughter is busy making masks. She's doing really well with them. I'm really proud of her. Well done, Laura. I know you're not watching. Unfortunately, Richard was in her husband, my son-in-law, was in a car accident yesterday. He's fine. Dave says, get a bigger glass. Dave knows me better than that. So yes, Mum, don't worry. Richard's fine. He's been to the hospital today, had a check over, and he's just very achy. It wasn't his fault, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I'm glad you've got it. You never know how long parcels are going to take. Stephanie's just saying she's got a parcel today. So, yes, she's been doing the masks and she's doing really well with it. And I like I say, I am really, really proud of her. So well done, Laura. But she's not done any masks today because obviously Richard's recovering. So they may be coming round to go in the hot tub to help his aching bones. So yes, sprout masks, they're coming. Right, I have ordered lots and lots of little bits and pieces, but they haven't all come. Some of them I have got a little parcel to show you, and that is because when I go on a Chanda next week, I've had this fabric for quite a while. It's a really thick jacquard fabric. Let me show you how thick it is. You can see here, it's a really thick jacquard. It's beautiful fabric, and I've got 2 rolls of it. Hiya Jackie. Jackie says hello everyone. I'm going to sell this on a Chanda to try and get some room in my stock room. So I am selling, if anybody's wanting any, get online first or get in touch with me if you wanted any before it goes. But I'm making a coat and I'm selling the frames. You remember the bag frames? Oh, look at that. Isn't it fab? That's the Tula Pink zebra, no, what's it called? Lineworks fabric. I had to line it with something nice. Anyway, I decided to make a bag to show people what it would look like made up. And I used my rainbow hardware. I didn't have a clasp, so I've got my clasp ready. And I sent off, and I was looking online, I was looking on eBay, I was looking on Etsy, for some rainbow hardware. I found this site, had loads on, put it all in my basket, went to checkout, £27 postage. Thought, no way, it was from America. Anyway, asked Mark to help me. Hiya Jackie. Those zebras are pretty, Kaylee. So I couldn't find any rainbow hardware that I wanted in England. Mark went on, found loads of it. So the ones I've got were from Bobbin Girl, and it's a Etsy shop. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Came maybe 3 or 4 days. So this is what I got, because I've got the rainbow zip. I've got some rainbow zip pullers. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one actually. And this is a coat. I'm making a coat. Jean, you've got some of this. Oh, did you like it? Yeah, Jean's just saying she made the cocoon coat with it. So I'm going to make a coat out of it. I'm making this one. It's from Love Sewing magazine, and it's got the big side pockets there with the big collar. So I've cut that one out tonight while I was waiting to come on air. I'm thinking I'm on TV. So that is that already cut out. And I made the bag up the other day, and I put the rainbow hardware on the base. I'm selling it on a Chanda with, I think it's 1/4 metre of faux leather and 1/2 metre of this. So you've got plenty to make, probably 2 bags and maybe a purse. So that's what's going on a Chanda. So I decided I needed a clasp, and this one came, which is a rainbow one, but I did order some more from Little British Fabric Shop, and they haven't turned up yet. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to put this one on or the ones that's going to come from the Little British Fabric Shop. Hiya, Christine. So I got that one. I got 5 of the zip pulls, which will go on my rainbow zip that I got from Amazon. And look at these. Oh, I love these. If our Abigail's watching, I'm sure she's going to be round to see these. I'll take one out and show you. Again, the zip pulls. And I've just never seen these in England. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Little heart with the rainbow pull. So I got 5 of those. Can't wait to use these. I think there's going to be some Christmas presents with these on. And then these, I did order some unicorn ones as well, I think. They must be from the other shop. Little flowers. So, hiya, Christine. I can't wait to get them on. So they're going on to some projects pretty soon. And that is the bag, and that is the coat, and I will show you that when it's finished. Right, I have been doing bits and pieces of other things as well. Where's my little snowman gone? Where are they? They've disappeared. Don't know where they've gone. Nope. Oh well, they've gone. What I'm going to do tonight is, I went to Tesco to pick up some shopping, and I bought quite a few Christmas presents, and there was all sorts of offers on with the club card points. I've seen some rainbow hardware with Kaylee. Now. And I got into the shop and I said to them, I have not got my card, so I couldn't get them at the club card points, which I was really upset about. Anyway, I thought I need to make something to hold all my cards. I don't like taking a big bag out, and I know I've just gone and made myself a big bag, but I'll just put it down here out of the way. I wanted something that just folds up and it makes into a little card. So I thought I'd show you how I go about designing something and making it up. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. So I'll just move all these bits and pieces out of the way so I don't get them mixed up anywhere. Oh, by the way, that's something else I'm going to be doing as well over the next couple of days. I got this from Dunelm. Hi, Julie. And it's, I love being a drama llama. I'm going to make some tote bags out of this for the family for Christmas. I thought it'd be nice for them to have, you know, a bag that they can keep in the car, basically, for when they go shopping, because I'm always forgetting those as well. So, move that out of the way. That's another thing that's on my work desk. But today, I am going to try and move. I'll just move my fabric. That's all I've got left out of that zebra fabric. But it's not bad when I only had ½ metre and I've made all the lining of that, excuse me, that bag with it. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Where's my little snowman gone? I am making as well. I'll just show you this. You might be interested in this. I got these and they were like little fat quarters, and my brother lives in Ireland, and he lives in a quiet place in the middle of nowhere, and it's very, very, very cold. And last year he came to stay with us for Christmas. Obviously this year with COVID he couldn't come. So can I ask, I bought the storage bag for fat quarters. I will not be making it until next year. Have you done a video? I have done a video, Jill. It's on YouTube and it's on my website, so you will find it on there. So I know I'm not going to be seeing him till at least next year, so I decided to make him a quilt, and I thought if I line it with fleece and put the thick fur fabric on the back and just do these squares as the front, I thought that'd be quite manly, and then just free motion quilt it all. So all I've done is cut them into 10-inch squares, and they're just all different checks, and I thought that'd be perfect for him for when it's cold in the evening, because it is so cold there. So that's what I've been doing as well in my free time that I haven't got a lot of. But I'm hoping to get this sent to him for Christmas. So it's just basically check squares, and I'm just stitching them all together randomly, totally randomly, and then I'm going to back it with fleece and do a fur backing, so it'll be really warm for him. Right, so let's get on with this. Let's see if I can put this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Can you see the desk? You can just about see my desk. I'm trying to do it so I'm not having to move it about too much. So I'll see if I can do it on my desk. Yeah, that's perfect. And you can see my sewing machine as well. I'll just have a quick slurp. Right. So what I've done is I've got some cards. Got my very old Boots Advantage card. And I'm going to cut some strips of calico. So this is how I'm going to make my pattern. So let's have a look. And that's not too bad. So I'm making sure that I've got room at each side for a seam and for my card. And it's quite a long strip, so I will just cut some of that off. I want to be able to put at least 6 in, so that's 3 at each side. I've got my iron plugged in. I'll just move these other bits and pieces off my ironing board. It's my coat that I'm going to start tomorrow. Right. So, what I'm going to do is, I know I need to leave about an inch at the top because I need to have a seam, and then my card needs to have space to be pulled out. So I want to make my first pleat around about there. So let's draw a line on that. That's going to be a mountain pleat, and that is going to fold back. So I'm just doing it by eye at the moment, but I have got one of those little clover, what's it called, an iron, finger iron or something. So that's going to be, actually no, I want that one. Scrap that. I'll need the first one to come up to the inch, so I'm going to do it a little bit further down and leave an inch below it, but I need enough space, so that's going to go in there. That's perfect. So my first crease is going to be on where's my ruler? It's going to be on this line here. Right, so I will just get rid of that line, then I know what I'm actually doing. I'm going to take my knee lift off so I can turn around. Perfect. So I'm going to fold that down and I'm going to press it to keep that space. Right, so when I fold that back up, I'm going to leave it an inch below the top there. Put a little crease on that, and that is going to be my valley fold now. So I will just draw a line on there at each side. So that's a valley, the next one's a mountain. So I want to leave about half an inch before the next one comes up. So I want it to come up to there, but I want to have it, what we've got there, 2 inches, 2.5 inches from there to there, and that's going to be the bottom of it. So I want it to come up from that bottom bit there to the top there, and then give it another crease. So that way, just make sure the card's going to fit in. That's a little bit too deep, so I'm going to move it down half an inch or so. Give it a little press. And this is how I would go about designing something. Again, it's a little bit too deep because I can't see what the card is. So I'll pull it down a little bit more. press cover. I want to be able to see, that's it, I want to be able to see the top of the card. Hiya Shirley. So that's perfect. So that's 2 of them done. So if I just put a little fold on there, and you can see at the bottom where the other fold is, I'm just going to press that. That's going to be a valley. So that's a valley, and that is a mountain. So that's 2. Just get it to lay back. That's it, perfect. So now I need to do that again. So the depth of that one is about 2 inches. So we want to have it about 2 inches again. And have about that gap. So let's test it. A little bit less than that. That's perfect. Right, so if I give that a press, I can see now I've got enough room there for 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Then I want to have the same at the other side. So if I cut that off, it's about 1 inch, because I've got to have my seam allowance there. I'm going to take this and give it a press and then bring it back and repeat for the other side. But I'm going to repeat it twice so that I've got one that I can keep as a master copy. And what I'll do is I'll put all the measurements on Facebook tomorrow, so you'll be able to see how to put it together if you want to make another nice gifts as well. And it's a little freebie for you all. So I'll just give this a press. There we go. It's a bit warm. So that is 1/2 done. Couldn't get you till now. Evening, everyone. Hiya, Margaret. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that out. I can see where all the press marks are, and I'm going to cut 2 more pieces of that. And I know it's going to be a little bit big, but I'm going to allow for a little bit of it going wrong, because these things do. So I will just fold that in half. I always keep my scraps of calico for designing things like this. So I'm going to cut 2 more pieces, one for a template that I can measure to tell you what you would need to do, and then another one for the other half of mine. And when I've got it right, I'm going to make one out of the zebra fabric because I like it. Cut that off, and then I need, no, I've not got, I tell you what I'll do, I'll fold it in half again because I can, and cut it to the right width. And I might just cut it down a little bit because there is plenty of room around that, and we don't need it that big. There we go, cut that half off. I have got my rotating mat on, which I like using. So this is measuring 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 wide. I'm not expecting you to write it down now, though. I will actually, I'll probably cut it down to 4 1/2 because I think that's plenty wide enough for the cards and the seam allowance. So I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/2. Then you save messing about with 1/4 inch increments then. So 4 1/2 is a lot easier. 4 1/2. Perfect. There we go. Right. So what I'm going to do now is put the markings onto these pieces, and I'm going to do another one folded and press it. I've been rearranging the bedroom to fit the V3 in. Need a pegboard for the 11 to billion scissors I know. Oh, tell me about it, Kaylee. It is quite nice though, collecting scissors. I don't know why. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaylee got her V3 and I don't think she sold any of the children. Well done, Kaylee. Hiya, Michelle. So I'm just transferring these markings onto the other one. Some of them are valley folds, some of them are mountain. Right, there we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep that one as a master. This one is folded already, so I'll just fold that back up. They should fall back into the right places. I now need to, ow, oh that hurt, cut myself, and I did put my blade away. Right, so I need to make sure which one is that one. So that's the, oh, I'm dripping blood all over my, see how dangerous you can get with your rotary cutters? I just moved it out of the way. Still considering that bit. Right, so I'm just working out which ones are the excuse me, I don't want to get blood all over it, although this is just my pattern one. The first one is valley, so I need to fold, I haven't got any plasters down here either, and I need to make sure that the valley and the mountain are parallel. Oh, it's bleeding quite a bit, that. Oh, trust me. And then another valley. So I'll bring the valley up. I think I ought to use my little tool. And then a mountain. So you can see how it's formed, valley, mountain, until you've got all your... Quite useful then if you don't want to be using your iron every 2 minutes. Excuse the blood, I hope nobody's a bit squeamish. Another valley. And then the last one is a mountain. So I'll just go and give that a quick press. And we've got our 2 halves done. Right, as easy as that. Now I'm going to take this other one. I'll just dab my blood off again. Give that one last little press. Right, now if you're using a thin fabric, because this is a calico, so with this one it's fine. I don't really need, you may need a first aid kit. I don't really need to interface this, but if you were doing it with something like the zebra fabric, you probably would need to interface it. So because this is just a mock-up, I'm not interfacing this, but if you were doing this at home, I would probably interface it just to make sure that it's going to stay. But basically, you can see how this is going to go now. So those 2 pieces are going to go together at the seam here. What I'm going to do first of all is just get rid of my blood. Sorry about this, ladies. I'm going to take my colour, oh, I'm not threaded up yet. I'm going to take my thread off, put white on, or cream. Pull that one through. Always pull your thread through your machine so that no little bits are going to get stuck on the inside and you're not pulling them back in to the machine. Pull them out rather than up. There we're threaded. So I'll just turn the lights off so you can see a bit better. There we go. Can you see okay? You can actually, can't you? So I'll just turn you around a little bit like that so you can still see what's happening. I can't, but you can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch as close to that edge as I can. Now let me know if you think this positioning is better than what I used to do when I used to put you on my right. I'm just going to put the needle down about 1/8 of an inch in from the edge. I must have put a setting on that I don't know about, and it's doing a back stitch without me making it, so I'm not sure what I've done, but I've pressed something. Ah, I have. Right, so there you can see we've got that little stitch just on the edge there, and that's going to make sure that this gives it a nice crisp fold. So I'm going to push that one back, and I'm going to do the next one. Oh, I know what I ain't done. I didn't find out who won last week's competition. Who got 6 last week? I haven't even put it on YouTube yet. Apologies for that. I need to do a competition for this week, and what I will do is I will send them this when I finished it, this little kit, and something else as well, but I've got to think of something. So what could I do today? I've got to think of something. Right, so that is all my pieces done. Now to hold them in position, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stitch down both sides to just make sure that they don't move. Brilliant. So that is one side done. It is a bit lopsided, but I am going to neaten all that off. I'm going to do the same on this side. So I might actually finish it off properly. I might interface it and finish it with some nice cork for the competition. So I just need to think what I can do for a competition. Any ideas, anyone? Let me know. I'm just going for some cork. Right, got some here. So I've got this one with the flowers on, which is just offcuts from what I had left. I've got the plain one. I've got the red gold one, which is the new one I've got. And then I've got some that's just in my stash, which is this lovely rainbow one. So somebody let me know which one you want me to use while I go and get some interfacing. And I will get it interfaced and we'll do it properly. Right, so this is the woven interfacing, which is what I would choose to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to neaten these up so they're the same size. So that one we've got just over 1/2 inch. So I'll make it 1/2 inch on both sides. It's not much difference, but just slightly. And we're going to make it to 4 3/4. Yeah. So that's a bit neater, and I'm going to do the same on this piece. Make it to 1/2 inch on that side. Let's put them together and do it so that they're exactly equal. So put that one level with that there. There we go. Level that side up. And then on this side we've got those exactly the same. Cut off that little bit at the end. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them together. Rainbow, gold one. Well, we've got all different. We've got more than one rainbow that I can see on screen, so I'm going to do rainbow. I'm going to put these right sides together so that the slots are all going towards the top, and I'm going to stitch all the way down the centre. I'm going to do about a centimetre seam, so the foot width, the width of my foot. So now I need to press that seam open, and I'll just use the little clover press. I've still got to think of something. Let's see. Oh no, I can't do that. I was going to say, does anybody know how many grandchildren I've got? But that's not fair to my friends who know me. I'm going to interface the full back of this now. So I'm just going to place the wobbly side, oh, I've got blood everywhere, of the interfacing it against it. And I'm going to trim around it. It's done. I need to think of a fair question that's fair for everybody. Right, I've got something. The first person to name who won this year's Sewing Bee. So the first person that comes on, and I'll be watching this time so I don't have to look back, will win this. Let's see who's going to be the first one. Fastest fingers first, come on. Nobody yet. I know you can all remember because we all used to watch it together. I'm just going to give this a quick press while I wait for somebody to come up with the answer. It was a lady. It was the doctor, but what's a full name? A man. That's it, Susu, you've won. It was Claire Bradley. Well done, Susu. Susu, send me your address and I will send this out when I've finished. A man. Oh dear. You do make me laugh, you lot. Yes, it was Claire Bradley, the doctor. Very deserved winner, I thought. Right, so I've now interfaced that. So at least I know that by interfacing it, when Susu gets it, she will be able to actually use this. You haven't watched it, Kaylee? Oh my word. Cannot remember her name. Yes, it was Claire Bradley. Oh, I loved the Sewing Bee. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait for it to come back on. I'm just going to trim off the excess. Right, so I'm just going to check the fit. Yep, perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, so we decided on the, she was a lovely stitcher, a lovely lady as well. Very busy lady. I don't know how she found the time, but very worthwhile winner, I thought. I'm going to use the rainbow one. I think I got this from the Knitting and Stitching show. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to cut around it. It does cut easy enough, so I'm not worried about using my rotary cutter. Now there's two ways I could do this. I could sew around it and bind it, or I could bag it out and hope it would be all right. But I think I'm going to bind it. I'm going to bind it. I will try one. There's a Christmas special, is there, Beryl? Oh, I'll have to look for that. Yeah, I'm gonna stitch around it and I'm gonna bind it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my 1/4 inch foot. And where are you? There you are. And I'm going to put binding on. And then we will see if it works. So that is how I would go about designing a pattern. Obviously this is a very simple one, but it's one that I need, and I needed one straight away. So when I've done this one and sent it out, I am going to have a go at another one for myself. And at least this one won't have gone to waste. So I'm just tacking over, I'm doing a stitch, not a tacking stitch, it's a normal stitch, all the way about 1/8 inch around the edge. Oh, I wish I had some rainbow binding. Oh, I think that'd look lovely. I've got some rainbow ribbon. What does that do? Right, so now you can see we've got the cork outside. So all we need to do is fold that, and it just looks like a little wallet. You could put a fastener on, but I'm going to leave something quite heavy on it overnight, and that is a little wallet you can put in your bag and keep all your cards with you, so that when you go to Tesco and they've got offers on, you're not going to forget it. It's the celebrity special. I'm not surprised, Kaylee. Kaylee's got 3 children under 7, and she works as well, so I'm not surprised you've not got much time for watching TV. I don't know how you do everything you do. And she's a very accomplished seamstress as well. Right, I'm going to find some binding. Not sure. Come on, suggestions. What colour binding should I put on this? And I need to make sure I keep this bit, because this is the bit with all my little markings on for my folds. So that is the one that I'm going to make into the measurements that I will put on Facebook for you tomorrow. If I forget, please somebody just give me a nudge. You know what I'm like. I have all good intentions and then I forget. But Sue, give me your address and I will send it out. I'm just going to have a look what colour binding I've got. Talk amongst yourselves. Ooh, perfect. Ooh, yummy, yummy. I hope you're a loud person, Sue. And I don't mean that as in vocally loud. What do you think to this? Purple, yes, I think it's got to be. Look at that. I think that will look stunning. I might want to keep it. Look. What do you think? Oh, it's got to be that one. It's got to be. So I'll just change my thread. I might bring this out as a pattern, ladies. What are you thinking? Let me get the right colour. Not quite. I think the purple were better. Purple it is. It's a good job my needle thread is working, because I won't be able to see to thread it with no light on. Oh, pulled it all out now. That's in my excitement to get this purple thread done. So I do need to change my bobbin. Oh, and I do happen to have a purple bobbin. Fantastic. It was meant to be. Is it binding or ribbon? I can't tell. It's binding, Elizabeth. I must have had a mad half hour and just bought the brightest binding I could find, but I think for things like this, it's absolutely spot on. Let's get there we go. Right, so I'm going to do it on machine, Susu, so I'll try and do it as neatly as I can. This has also got a point which is good for using as a stiletto. So I'm going to do it on the inside and then top stitch on the outside. So first of all, I'm just going to open it up and fold in about 1 centimetre. And I'm going to start in the centre of the case. I think these would make lovely little stocking fillers for men or ladies. You know, it doesn't have to be just for a lady. You could do it out of some faux leather for a guy. A nice little stocking filler. So I'm going to stitch to the corner and then stitch off at an angle. Stop about 1/4 inch from the edge, rotate and sew off at an angle. Bring it around, put my binding up at a 45 degree and bring it back down flat and continue stitching. Repeat at the other corner. I promise you I will have a look at who won last week's competition and I will send out a gift. So I'm just repeating at each corner. So you can see, ladies, this has been designed and made in less than an hour, plus all the chatting. You could really get some, oh, don't unwind, get lots of these done. I sometimes like quick projects like this. So last corner, and then I'm going to overlap by about 1 centimetre, something like that. Don't want any creases in. I'm loving my slippers, by the way. I've got 2 pair now, one for up at the house and one for down here, and I'm loving them. Did anybody else make any? I know Valerie got the pattern. Right, so taking that out, I'm going to push it all to the right side, and then I'm going to top stitch along the very edge. So I'm just going to use a few clips just to keep it in place nicely. We haven't got our Christmas tree up yet because we're still doing the house, but we are getting there. I think maybe tomorrow or the day after we will actually get our Christmas tree up. I bet everybody else in the world's got theirs up except me. It feels like it. Put a few clips in. When I come to where the overlap is there, I will push it all in. My pattern didn't arrive. I must contact. I didn't buy a paper pattern, Lynn. I got a download. I got an instant download, so you should be able to do it online. So I am going to use my stiletto. Oh, wrong one. Just to make sure it's all in the right place and nice and neat. Lengthen my stitch length. Yeah, get onto them because I got a download and I did them the same day as I downloaded it. So now I'm going to top stitch all the way around as carefully and as neatly as I can, mitering the corners. And then tomorrow I'm going to make myself one of these along with my coat, so that when I go shopping I will have my cards with me and not lose out on the bargains. Last corner coming up. Let's trim off my threads. I've really enjoyed doing this. I might make one just exactly the same for myself. I like it. And it's only used a 4.5 inch by nearly 9 inch piece of cork. So there is my finished card wallet. I'm just going to leave something heavy on it overnight, and I'll show you. I have got a few cards here. Let's see what it looks like with the cards in. There's 3 in that side. Got a couple in that side. Perfect little card holder that has been won by Susu. So congratulations, Susu, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's 10 to 8, so if anybody, oh thank you Susu, if anybody wants the patterns, I will be putting it on Facebook tomorrow, the measurements, and you've got this to watch back as many times as you want to see how to do it. But I think it's a lovely little wallet for putting on your putting in your bag, so you're not going to forget all your cards. So there you go, a nice freebie for you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I may catch you next week, if not definitely between Christmas and New Year. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a lovely Christmas. I hope you really enjoy it. I know it's going to be different, but just make the best of it that you can. Next year will be different. So bye all. Oh, by the way, I'm having my hair done on Sunday, so it won't look like this. Yay. Bye everyone. Thank you.